Hey friends, it's Jacqueline here. In today's video, I'm bringing you my review, demo, swatches, and this eyeshadow look using the brand new Gucci eyeshadow palette. But before we get started, and if you're new here, I hope that you can give me that opportunity and subscribe to my channel. Make sure you ring that post notification bell so you don't miss any of my uploads, and come and follow me on my Instagram. And now, if you are ready to know everything about this new Gucci eyeshadow palette, then just keep on watching. I was actually getting ready because I'm going for a date with my husband, but all of a sudden while I was applying my foundation and bronzer, knock knock, and when I opened my door, guess what? This baby showed up. I actually purchased this Gucci eyeshadow palette from Sephora. It's the newest eyeshadow palette from Gucci because, as we all know, or if you don't know, Gucci has been rebranding. They started first with lipsticks, they then went with the setting powder that arrived first in Europe, then the bronzer. I mean, there has been a whole lot of things, foundation, which I love and I'm using it today. By the way, I will be putting all the details of my makeup on the description box below for your convenience. But yes, I got this baby right here. It's the Gucci palette Beaute de Yeux in Floral 01. So let me show you the unique card. This palette is actually made in Italy and it has a shelf life of 24 months. It comes with 12 different shades from matte to what it seems metallic. I mean, we're gonna swatch it in a minute and see. And it costs $149. Yes, not $150, not $145, $149. Thank goodness they didn't went with $149.99. Oh, sorry. I'm just joking right here, my friends. So I was really excited to get it because I know all of you guys were like, when is it coming, right? So anyhow, if you want to know when something is about to drop or has dropped, an early access, please come and follow me on my Instagram. And if you're already subscribed to my channel, or if you're not, you better do so, because on my community tab, I usually post whenever something comes again in stock, a new release, an early access, etc. So here it is. This is how it comes in a beautiful velvet pouch, just as the setting powder does. And then when you take it out, let me show you the beauty from Gucci. This packaging is gorgeous. It is beautiful. You know, I really love this floral design. I mean, it goes with the name floral for this palette, but for a reason, I mean, I like all the design. I love this kind of like old Hollywood style. I mean, it looks very pretty, but for storaging purposes, and I mean, hello, for a person that has so many makeup like I do, and I'm not saying it in a bragging way, but in a way that I just have too much makeup, you know, this may be a little bit hard to storage, but it will be beautiful display on a vanity. Like so gorgeous. Opening, you just press right here and then ta-da, it opens up. There you go, the 12 different shades. I think it's a very interesting color story that it takes us, honestly, from neutral tones, some warm tones right here, cool tones. I mean, it does give us a lot of variety. It comes with a nice size mirror. And then another thing right here too, you see this indentation. If you lift it up, you can take the palette out. This is very thin. I assume because most of the, like for example, the setting powder, also the bronzer, they all have this feature that you can actually supposedly refill them. I say supposedly because we haven't seen refills yet from Gucci, which I assume is gonna come later, perhaps next year or in 2 years from now. I mean, I don't think, you know, everybody's gonna run and, oh, you know, let's get our refill right away. But I really like the idea that they are planning ahead of the game. Now, this palette comes with 9 grams of product, which in comparison, in amount of product, if you have, for example, one of the 12-pound palettes from Tilbury, this comes with 9.5 grams, and this one also have 12 shades. So it's the same amount of product that you're receiving. Say an eyeshadow queen from Dior that comes with 7 grams. So just to give you an idea about, you know, how much product you get. Now let me give you another close-up right here as I'm gonna be swatching this baby. I'm gonna go row by row. Now these shades, they do not have names. So we have right here a really nice combination of this black is a matte shade, this purple one, it's kind of like a satin with a little bit of sparkles in it. Then this kind of like I'll say peachy shade is more of like a satin finish. Then we have this matte terracotta, then this kind of like off-white bone color, also matte. This kind of peachy pink tone is also a matte shade. Then this beautiful baby blue shade is also a matte shade. Then we have a metallic shade right here, this platinum silver. And then we have this very neutral, light brown, but very neutral matte shade. Then we have a brown shade that is matte. Then we do have this demi matte kind of like aubergine kind of shade, but very light in tone. It has a little bit of purple in it. And then we have a satin shade right here that is more of like a very cool tone, kind of between a taupe and a purple tone. Scott Barnes number 62 brush to this shade, and I'm applying this shade above the crease. Sonia G Mini Booster, and I'm gonna go to the deeper brown shade, and I'm gonna take this shade and apply it on the outer V. Refer 16 brush, and I'm going with this terracotta kind of shade. I feel that I need to warm up a little bit. The look is looking very cool tone, so I'm just gonna go around the edges and kind of buff those shades. Sonia G Builder Pro, and we go to the purple shade, and I'm gonna apply this shade kind of like on the almost half the way towards the end of the eyelid. I really love this kind of like purple that is a little bit more of like eggplant type of shade. Smith 253 brush, and let's go to this platinum shade. Very nice shade. I don't have any fallout, and it does have a lot of pigmentation, and I don't want to say that it's extremely foil, but it does have, I mean, as you can see, it's very impressive. I really like it. I'm going out to this kind of taupey light purple shade, and I'm just gonna apply it kind of like between the purple shade and the silver shade, kind of creating a little bit of a gradient. And with this terracotta shade, I'm just gonna take it on the lower lash line. Sonia G Flat Definer, and I'm gonna go with the deepest brown in the palette. And I'm taking this shade and applying it very close to the lower lash line. Refer 03 brush, and I'm gonna go to this kind of peachy pink tone, and I'm applying it on the brow bone. Going with Refer number 23 brush and the light blue shade. And I don't know if I'm gonna like to do this, but let's just try it. If not, it's makeup, I can always remove it. I'm gonna apply it kind of like on my inner corner, and I'm just gonna flicker it a little bit towards that platinum shade. And I'm going to the white shade, and I'm just gonna put a little dot right here and right here. completely done with the eye look, and let's go to my final thoughts right here. Honestly, for the reformulation that Gucci has been going through, all the new products, I really had not super high expectations about this palette, but I was like, okay, they are entering it strong and they are pricing it very high. So let's talk about formulation. The formulation is not a formulation that I will say, oh, it's gonna throw you out of the park. It's like, whoa, amazing. But it is a really good formulation. I mean, all the eyeshadows blended really well. They didn't mix in together. There's no like, you know how sometimes eyeshadows can become a little bit muddy and they just look like blended, or they just kind of get lost between one another. These do not. They stay true to color really well, and they look very pretty. I really also love this very interesting color story, because we have very neutral shades. These two shades right here, they are true neutral browns, which I'm really happy to say. Then you have cool tones. Then you have a little bit of kind of like warmer tones, you know, to warm it up. You have your typical white, your black, to mix in your other shades. Then you have this beautiful, very different kind of purple. It's not, you know, like a very, as you can tell, it's not a purple that screams off your face. It's kind of like an eggplant kind of shade. Really beautiful. This kind of between a taupe with mauve. I mean, truly beautiful color story right here. And then Gucci brings the unexpected, this baby blue shade that we have seen on an eyeliner of them, and also part of the fashion house. If we go back, they have used in the past a pop of baby blue, and I think that ties in really well with the eyeshadow palette. I think honestly I'm quite impressed, because you know how it is. Sometimes you go with a certain expectation for a high-end brand or a luxury brand, and it kind of lets you down. These over here, it doesn't. Now, I will have to say though, the eyeshadows, they are, I don't want to say super powdery, and perhaps the camera will not be able to show you, but there's a little bit of kickback. So I will say go gentle and tap the excess before going into your eyes. But that being said too, I didn't have any fallout. I mean, you saw me, I started my whole video with my foundation on, and you know, the rest, my bronzer, blush, etc., and no fallout at all. It looks so pretty. Now, in terms of packaging, I think there's a lot of waste space around it. I don't know, I wish like perhaps they could have included some, I don't know, maybe brushes underneath this case right here. I know it's for, you know, the future to be refillable. I know it looks gorgeous. I mean, like the packaging, don't get me wrong, this is so luxurious, so beautiful, you know, to display. I think it's definitely a collector piece for sure. I mean, like, this is just stunning. But I mean, in terms of packaging, I feel like there's a lot of wasted space. I know it was perhaps hard to work with the space that they have, you know, how to allocate everything, and you're not getting a lot of eyeshadow right here. At the beginning, I was saying like how this Charlotte Tilbury comes with 9.5 grams of product. This one comes with 9, but this one costs $75, and this one, I mean, $149. Okay, put it $150. It's double the price. Yes, the packaging is very heavyweight, very luxurious, so you're paying a lot right here for the packaging. I mean, yes, it delivers with the formula. It's really nice. I mean, I pretty much use almost all the shades right here, right? So it does deliver for formulation, but $149 definitely are paying for having this packaging to display and, you know, to look lovely on your vanity. If I really love it, for me, yes, I do. I really enjoy the quality of the eyeshadows. I love the packaging. I'm happy to have it on my collection. I know it's like, wow, $149, that's quite a bit. Might as well perhaps get a Pat McGrath eyeshadow palette. But I mean, if you had been like drooling about this packaging and knowing, well, at least are the eyeshadows usable? Is the formulation, you know, good enough, not mediocre? No, this is not a mediocre kind of formula. This is a really nice formulation. I will say, yes, I recommend it if you have an eye in it. Okay, my friends, now I would love to know from you, are you planning to get this new Gucci eyeshadow palette? Perhaps you have already got it. Perhaps it's on your wish list. Let me know and let's continue the conversation on the comment section down below and while you're at it. And if you haven't done so yet, I hope that you can give me that opportunity and subscribe to my channel. Make sure you ring the post notification bell so you don't miss any of my uploads, and come and follow me on my Instagram. If you like this video, do not forget to give it a thumbs up. Also, share with family and friends. And until the next time, I hope you have a beautiful, wonderful day. Bye!